What's good, YouTube fam? Welcome back to the Winner Circle. Today's video is going to be about 5 unspoken rules that make you an exceptional person, that make you a joy to be around, that make you just look like your moral compass is all the way working, because we know that some people's moral compass is not working. So 5 undeniable, clear rules that make you an exceptional person. But before we get into these unspoken rules, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you are new here. Welcome home. Welcome to the Winner Circle. You're home, baby. So welcome. If you've been rocking with me for a while, go ahead and hit that like button, share, subscribe. I love you guys so much if you've been rocking with me. But yeah, let's get into this video because these are some things that I find that a lot of people just don't do, or they don't have the common courtesy of. Okay, and that's what we're more so focused on, the common courtesy of things. These are unspoken rules that make you just a pleasure to be around, a joy to be around. It makes you stick out. It makes you just look a little bit more elevated than the average person. And that's what we are here at the Winner Circle. We are above average. We are not average. We are not normal. We're not like the regular person. So if we take that extra mile, if we go that extra mile to be an exceptional person, it is a good thing. Invest in yourself, invest in your character, invest in the quality of the lifestyle that you live. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so the first unspoken rule that makes you an exceptional person is, if you're walking through a door and you see somebody immediately behind you, hold the door for them. It shows good character. Have you guys ever been walking through a door, or somebody is in front of you and they open the door for themselves, and almost like they do it on purpose, they barely open it to where they could just squeeze on in, and you're literally like right there. You might have something in your hands. Ooh, especially if you see somebody with something in their hands, hold the door for them. But have you ever seen someone just open the door and then they kind of squeeze through, and the door literally closes in front of you and you have to reopen it? Almost instantaneously, you don't even think about it. Almost instantly, you say, that was rude, or like, dang. Almost instantly, you have this type of this annoying feeling and this rebuttal behind what they just did. Same goes for you. Be the example. Show people how other people are supposed to be treated. And that's not to say you're supposed to be out here tricking, but none of that. But how I made a video on that, as a matter of fact. How you treat other people is how you treat yourself. How you treat yourself is how you're going to treat other people, and how the world is going to reflect back onto you. So be that walking example. Have morals, have common courtesy. And it's not about what other people are doing or not doing, or if they reciprocate that. You're not being a good person for the likes of others. You're doing it for you. You're raising your vibration. You're having that good, magnetic, fantastic energy for you. And that's how you get that good karma coming back to you. That's how you start attracting really good people into your life. So you're doing it for you. You're not doing it for someone else. You're not doing it to get praise. And don't get me wrong, those things will come, because if you apply all of these unspoken rules that I'm talking about, you're going to be looked at as an exceptional person, because not the average person utilizes these unspoken rules. Not the average person has these unspoken rules already embedded in their moral compass. I want you guys here at the Winner Circle for these rules to be almost like your default settings. Okay, I want it to be your default settings, and it's going to improve the quality of your life. So if you see somebody coming immediately behind you, hold the door for them. Now, if they're like, several feet behind you, that's just up to you. If you want to hold the door for them, wait on them, whatever. But if they're immediately behind you, and I mean immediately behind you, I'm talking a few feet, maybe 2-3 feet behind you, hold the door for them. It really shows good character. And then watch, I bet you start to see more and more people hold the door for you. Whatever energy you putting out, that's what you're gonna get back, and that is a fact. So have that common courtesy and hold the door for people. Think about it, like if you have children, or a grandmother, or a mother, or you would want people to show them common courtesy. You wouldn't want people to do the bare minimum when they're in their presence, right? Especially the respects of people's grandparents, people's mothers, daughters, sisters, uncles, brothers, someone's dad. You would want people to show them that common courtesy. You would want people in public to love on them and treat them with respect. So, but you have to demonstrate that. You have to be the example. You can't require something, or demand something, or hope that people treat other people a certain way, but you too are not doing it, right? And I'll just give you a quick example off of that. I was at Aspire. I was at the Aspire tour, and I think Rick Ross was about to perform. There was a bunch of celebrities there that night, but I think it was the performance of Rick Ross. Rick Ross had came out or whatever, and oh my gosh, people just from the back rushed the stage because we all had assigned seatings or whatever. But people from the back just rushed the stage. They had like this small area in between the stage and first row, and people from the back were just swamping the area and flooding the area where the extra space was. And they, because they were standing, people who were sitting in the front row, they couldn't see. People who were sitting in the first like 10 rows, no one could see. And it's almost like, dang, we paid all this extra money to be front row seating. I think I was like in the second or third row. We paid extra money to be in this front row seating, but we can't even see because people who paid maybe barely $60 are up here in our space and they're standing. So naturally, everyone started to stand. But the people in the front, second, third row were complaining, rightfully so, you guys have to sit down. We can't see, all the while standing. And so, I'm saying like, we need to get them to start sitting down, but I'm standing so I can see. And the girl next to me says, she's sitting down, and she looked at me and said, we need them to sit down, but you're standing up too. And I just looked at her. I said, you are absolutely right. I am one to take criticism. You are absolutely right. I'm demanding that they sit down while standing. So I sat down and I said, hey, can you guys sit down? After a few voices, or after saying that a few times, one of the security guards comes over to me and he's like, what are you trying to get across to them? It was at the moment that I sat down when he paid attention to me. I sat down because how am I telling people to sit down, but I'm standing up too, but I'm not sitting down. Even though I was standing up, the logic made sense because I couldn't see, and I could see better as I'm standing because people were standing. But how am I yelling for them to sit down and I ain't sitting down? But the moment that I sat down is when the security guard came to me and he was like, what are you saying to them? I'm like, can you have them sit down? Like, these people pay like $60 for their back tickets. And people up here, they pay in the hundreds, almost thousands of dollars to be front row seating to see this concert. And it's almost not, fair. So eventually they got everyone who was not in their right areas to go back to their areas and to take a seat. So kind of corny example, but that just goes to show, like, you treat people how you want to be treated. Let your moral compass be activated. Let these 5 unspoken rules be your default setting, okay? Because you got to be the example. How are you going to be telling people to sit down if you ain't sitting down? How are you going to demand certain levels of respect for people, but you're not giving off that? You're not doing that in your day-to-day. You're not, and everybody wants to have common courtesy displayed towards them. A lot of people are rude and they don't display common courtesy towards others, but they expect it to be displayed towards them. So that's why we are the change. We're going to start with us. Common courtesy, hold the door for people when they're immediately behind you, okay? Number 2, the second unspoken rule that a lot of people are not doing is, if you are making plans and you have that one friend who is just gonna say no, maybe he or she just likes to stay in the house all the time, or they only want sleepovers or whatever the case may be, but that one friend, he or she is just going to decline and don't want to go hang out with you guys, still offer them anyway, still invite them anyway, still extend the invite to them anyways, and let them decline on their own. Because what's going to happen is, it's going to be that one time where you're making those plans and you're like, Susie, Jacob, whoever, they ain't gonna want to come. They don't want to go to Top Golf. They don't even like to golf. And it's going to be that time where Susie or Jacob is at home like, man, I really need to get out. Maybe they're not really having a great day. Maybe they just want to be in their sister circle. Maybe they just want to hang out with the bros. Like, it's going to be that one time that they actually want to go, but then you guys don't invite them, and then they see you guys on social media at Top Golf. And they're going to feel away. Like, I thought I was a part of the group. Like, I thought we were all friends here. Why are you guys leaving me out? You don't want to make people feel like that, because it looks conniving, it looks sneaky, it looks like you guys are linking up. You probably got a text message thread without them. And whether that may be true or not, this is the kind of narratives that people come up with in their head. Almost automatically, it's like negative default settings in our heads. And automatically thinking that they're a victim of something, automatically thinking that you guys are plotting or scheming or doing all of these things without them. So if you really love your friends, you don't want your friends to feel bad. You don't want your friends to have to question the relationship between the dynamic in the group, or even if it's just the 2 of you or 3 of you, however many. You want to demonstrate honesty, being genuine, loyalty. Those are qualities of top tier people. And at the winner circle, we top tier people, okay? You guys, we give off top tier energy, okay? I cannot stress that enough. At the winner circle, we give off top tier energy. We're the best of the best of the best of the best of the kind of people out there. We're the cream of the motherfucking crop, okay? I'm gonna just say it like it is. We're the cream of the motherfucking crop. It don't get no better than us here at the winner circle. So you want to make your friends feel good. You want your friends to be able to trust in the things that you're doing, to trust you as a person, to trust your decision making. You don't ever want to give off this energy of like you playing the fence, or you two-faced it, or you act in one way or in private, but in front of other people or in public you treat them this way. You never want to give off that kind of energy. And a way to avoid unnecessary conflict, unnecessary drama, is you offer them anyways. Now, if they decide to go or not, that's on them. But at the end of the day, you've done your part. You extended the invite, and you let them decline on their own. That way, when they see that the fun that they're missing out at Topgolf, it's their own doing. They can't come up with these narratives that y'all plotting against them, y'all scheming against them, y'all don't like them, y'all doing this behind their back, y'all being intentional trying to leave them out. That's unnecessary drama, unnecessary things that at the winner circle we don't muster up drama. We don't stir the pot. We eliminate drama. We eliminate BS. We want everybody to win around here. We want everybody to win in our circle, okay? So eliminate unnecessary drama. Avoid unnecessary drama. Prevent it. These are preventative measures. Prevent it before it even happens. Invite your friends and let them decline on their own, okay? Okay. What is the next one? What is number 3? Ooh, number 3 is a good one. And I've experienced number 3 a lot, especially as I started to become more successful in being a life coach. Y'all already know I'm a life coach. If you haven't booked a session with me, book a session. The link is going to be pinned at the top comment, in the comment section or whatever. But book a session with me. You're missing out if you haven't booked a session with me. But anyways, back to it. I have experienced this, and I know you guys can relate. If you can relate, leave me a comment in the comment section. Let me know which one of these unspoken rules can you relate to. Have you done before? Have you not done? Are people doing to you how it made you feel? Let's have a conversation in the comment section. Let me know. But the third one is, if you're going to, before you ask somebody for money, ask yourself, do I really need this? Is it dire need, or do I just want this? Because when you ask somebody for money, you're taking money out of their household, food off of their table. They might have children, they might have animals, they might be taking care of their siblings' children who are not in a good position to take care of their siblings. They might be taking care of their grandmother, their parents' medical bills. You never know what people are dealing with. It might look like they have it all together on the outside, but you never know inside what people are going through to make ends meet, to survive. So before you ask somebody for money, ask yourself, do I really need this, or do I just want it because my bank account looking empty? Is you gonna die? Is you gonna get evicted? And 10 times out of 10, if you gonna get evicted or something like that, that little $200, $20 that you asking for, that's not gonna change nothing. So be honest with yourself. Do I really need this, or do I just want it for comfort? Because again, if you don't really need it and you're asking for someone, they assume that you're in desperate need of it, and they're probably gonna give it to you. But look at what you're doing. You're being that's extremely selfish. You're taking money out of someone's home, food off of someone's table, money, gas money, utilities, anything. You're taking it out of someone's home, and they worked for it. They did the labor for it. They worked their 9 to 5. They clocked in. They did their overtime. They stepped out of their comfort zone and started their YouTube channel. However it is that they make money, they're the ones who fulfilled the duties in order to reap the benefits and the rewards of those funds. So don't take that from people if you don't really necessarily need it. Be honest with yourself, ask yourself, and have some consideration for the family and the people that you're asking, okay? And I'm going to touch base on this because I find it interesting that, y'all know I'm single or whatever, but as a single woman, I have found lots of couples, lots of married couples asking me to borrow money. And I don't look at it as, oh, they're a couple so they can ask. I don't look at it like that. But however, I do look at it as, if there's 2 of you, there's one husband, to the wife. There's two of you, and there's one of me. If I'm out here thugging it, really trying to make it, and really busting my ass and being creative and doing all that I can to rise up to get to the next level, surely the two of you can figure it out too, because two incomes, two brains, two double energies, two everything is double. It's surely better than one. So I find it very interesting that couples are looking at just me and trying to take out of my household, and I also have two children, and whether they think I have it all together, whether they think my income is much larger than both of theirs together, that's not the point. It's the principles. If there's two of you, surely the two of you can figure it out, probably much quicker than the one of me can figure it out. Let me know in the comment section if you know what I'm talking about. We getting real in this video. And again, that's not to say that couples don't go through ups and downs. We all go through ups and downs. But you want to be mindful and have consideration of whom you're taking money from. Be mindful of that. Have consideration. Have that common courtesy for other people, okay? Be thoughtful about what you're going to be taking out of people's homes and how that may or may not affect them. Don't be so selfish. Consider their position, okay? Remember, we're giving off top tier energy here. So having consideration for others is a major plus. It's key, okay? It is key. But moving on. What we at? Number 4? Yeah, so number 4. Number 4 of the unspoken rules that make you an exceptional person is when you eating with a friend, whether you out to dinner, y'all at your homegirl's house, y'all at your homeboy's house chilling, watching sports, you at a sports bar, it doesn't matter where you are. But if you are with friends and you're eating, don't just reach over on their plate because you want to try something. Well, your sliders look good, but I ordered the baby back ribs. Let me try your sliders. You don't just reach over and grab someone's food. It is, y'all know I like to use the word top tier because it really magnifies the intensity of what I'm saying, but it's top tier disrespect, okay? It's top tier disrespect to put your hand in somebody else's plate. Show some respect and ask them like, hey, can I try your sliders? Hey, I'll give you a baby back rib in exchange for a slider. That's how I like to do, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm gonna order the fajitas and you order the tamales, and I'm gonna make you a fajita, give you one, and you gonna give me a tamale. We're gonna swap it out. But just reaching over, putting your hand in someone's food, that's how you gonna pull back a nub, okay? That's how you gonna pull back a nub. That right there is like a cutoff status to me. You digging in my plate, like that's grounds for me to cut you off, never even eat anywhere with you again. You're disgusting. You been. Keep your hands to yourself. Keep your hands in your own plate. Keep your hands in. Have some respect for other people's food that they paying for. Okay, or even if y'all splitting it don't matter. It is disrespectful to put your hands in someone else's plate. Have some respect for their food. They hungry just like you. They're eating just like you. So we at the Winner Circle, I know y'all not doing this. And if you are, we're going to fix it immediately, okay? Immediately. Fix it immediately. If any of these 5 unspoken rules that if you're still doing and you're a part of the Winner Circle, shape up, okay? We're gonna get you in shape. We're gonna dust ourselves off of this, and we're gonna get you in shape. I need you to fall in line today, okay? I need this to be in your default settings today. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. We're practicing these things today. But if you know what I'm talking about, has everyone ever reached over and put their hand in your plate and you like, excuse me? Throw the whole plate away, okay? Let me know if you know what I'm talking about. Leave me a comment in the comment section and let me know. Because I cannot be the only one who experiences these things. Like, did you just try to get your hands out my goddamn plate? Anyways, moving on. What is the 5th one? Last, but certainly not least, okay? This holds weight. This is probably the most profound one. Number 5 of the unspoken rules that make you an exceptional person is when you go to somebody's house, you get invited somewhere, you walk into somebody's house, you speak to the man and the woman of the house. Never do you ever go in someone's house and you don't speak to the person, to the woman of the house or the man of the house. Children, you can talk to them as they come and go or whatever. But when you walk in somebody's house and a woman lives there, a man lives there, you speak to the people who live there. You speak to the owner of the house. You speak to the motherfucker paying bills in that motherfucker, okay? It's common courtesy. It is so disrespectful to go in someone's house and don't speak to people. Man, y'all let me know in the comment section. Have you ever experienced this? Somebody coming to your house and not speaking to you? I don't care who it is. You invited a friend over, they invited a friend, and you don't know that friend, but they don't speak. Especially if you are a new guest in someone's house. You introduce yourself. It is common courtesy. Introduce yourself. You speak to people. Man, let me know in the comment section, have you ever had somebody brand new that you never met before, or somebody come over to pick something up, or just swing by, or your husband's friend come over, or your wife's or your girlfriend, whoever friend come over, and they come and they don't speak to you? Disrespectful. Man, somebody in the comments say disrespectful. You was raised with respect, and if you at the winner circle and you don't know this, I'm gonna whip you into shape. When you go to someone's house, you speak to the man and woman of the house. Common courtesy, you guys. You speak to people. After all, you're in their house. How could you even be a stranger in someone's house and not even speak? I don't think I've ever even done that, like go to someone's house. I always get invited to parties. I always get invited to like the social events. And there's been a few times, a friend or something like, oh, we're going to go over here. You okay with that? And I go and I get inside someone's house and I'm looking for the person, like, who lives here? Who owns this house? Where's the man and the woman of the house? I need to introduce myself. I need to say hello. I'm not going to be up in here using their bathroom, doing this, doing that, sitting on their couch, sucking up their air, enjoying their electricity without speaking, without saying hello, without saying thank you for having me, without introducing myself, without having a conversation with them. At the winner circle, we give off top tier energy, okay? And these are 5 unspoken rules that will make you an exceptional person. And some of them don't seem big, but I promise you, when you demonstrate these things, people notice. Especially number 5. If you go to someone's house and they see that you're eager to say hello to them, to let them know who you are, to have a conversation with them, to give thanks for having you over, sharing a meal with you, whatever the case may be, it's impressionable, it's memorable. They're going to remember you for that. And guess what? When they remember you for that, it's going to be like that little sparkle. Ding! That's that top tier energy you're giving off, okay? Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. I love you guys. I'll see you next time at the Winner Circle.